Well, here we are. A lot of people were asking me to do this video and I decided, you know what? It's about time that I do one of these ranking videos. If you are subscribed to my channel, you already know that I'm a very opinionated person, and for the longest time, I was really scared of doing one of these videos, but then I realized, wait, I do a lot of videos about my opinions on things, so this shouldn't be left field for anyone that I'm doing this. Before we get started with this video, I just want to remind everyone watching that all of my videos are geared towards adult collectors. I am not gearing my videos towards children. I don't really think about the child audience that American Girl has. I have my own opinions on American Girl, and I have my own opinions that are based off the fact that I am an adult collector. So sometimes here and there I'll mention, the fact that they are a children's brand, but also my videos are not geared towards that specific audience. My videos are geared towards doll collectors. So I just wanted to reiterate that and have no confusion or anything. So I just wanted to reiterate that. Now, moving on to this actual tier ranking, I am basing my opinions off of my own personal preference, my own personal opinions. I do have all of the dolls that I am ranking, so this is also just how I feel about the doll, the actual physical doll herself. All of these factors I am tying into this video because I know you guys want to hear my opinions on every single specific doll, so I will be going one by one and really just trying to give you guys my honest thoughts on these dolls. I know a lot of people have personal ties to these dolls, and I, of course, do too. So please, 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 please do not sound off in the comments with negativity. We all have our own opinions. If for any reason you feel like fighting, stop watching this video. I am not going to fight with anyone. So again, these are my personal opinions. You are not forced into agreeing with me. So please, please, please keep your opinions and everything respectful down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get started and let me start to explain to you guys my tier ranking. So the bottom of the barrel tier ranking that I made is I don't know her, because I truly find these dolls in this category to be absolutely the bare minimum. I don't recommend them usually, and I only have them in my collection because they are Girl of the Year dolls, and I wanted to have all of the Girl of the Years. So these are the dolls that I truly, when people bring them up in conversation, I'm like, yeah, I don't really have a connection to them whatsoever, and I just find them to be the bare minimum, the bare everything, and they are just not even in my radar of American Girl dolls. I don't even think about them in my own personal life. So these Girl of the Years are just ones that I just do not recommend unless you are trying to get all of the Girl of the Year dolls. Next we have, whatever. These are the Girl of the Year dolls that I find to just be okay, subpar. They're just there and they are cute, but not cute enough for me to go running up the hill and tell you to go buy her. So that's that. Moving on, we have a slight slay. These are the girls that I look at and I'm like, okay, I see you. I acknowledge your existence and I acknowledge the fact that you're a cutie. And yeah, I may be searching on Mercari and eBay listings to buy you. And when the time comes to get you, I'll get you. And you are serving something to me. So good for you. Next we have, okay, you better work, Miss Girl. These are the girlies whose collections and whose dolls are serving, they're giving, they look great. I love them. I would recommend them. I would not necessarily die for these dolls nor drop hundreds of dollars for these dolls, but I definitely can see that American Girl really thought out their collections and really truly are beautiful American Girl dolls and would highly recommend to people. And my top tier, the one that I recommend to everyone and cannot stop praising and love with all of my heart and cherish these dolls. This category is You Better Work, Slay the House Boots Down, I'm Deceased. These are the American Girl dolls that you need to purchase. I don't care what price, I don't care anything. They need to be in my collection right now because I am obsessed with them and I highly recommend them to any American Girl doll collector. I think their collection is top tier. Their meat outfits, everything about these dolls is mwah, like chef's kiss. These are the girls that you have to go out and buy, in my personal opinion, because these are my everything. These are the dolls that I look at and I'm like, you are everything an American Girl really popped off when they were creating you. Now that you guys know my tier ranking and everything behind them, let us get started with the first American Girl doll, Lindsay Bergman. This is the first American Girl doll, Girl of the Year that American Girl ever created. She was released in 2001, and let us just get into it. I know that American Girl didn't really know what they were doing with the Girl of the Year line when it first came out, but this doll just comes off very bland to me, and having her in my possession, I look at her and something about her just comes off very like the doll Chucky. I'm sorry, but something about her just, I don't know, comes off that way. Like, she looks like the pre-killer Chucky doll to me. And I know she's not a redhead, but still, like, her face and it's just her features and her outfit, and something about it just comes off very unhinged. Her meat outfit is very crazy. I mean, the khaki skirt with the striped leggings. And also just the fact that she comes like yellow nowadays because American Girl had that defect going on and her shoes deteriorate. Like, for me, she's just not a doll that I look at and think, wow, I need to have her in this moment. So I'm sorry for all of you Lindsay fans, but I'm gonna have to put her in the I don't know her, because nothing about her really is making me want to acknowledge her existence. And even my doll Lindsay, I always put her in whatever outfits I have left whenever I'm dressing my dolls. So we're not starting off really hot, but that's my opinion on her. Now, my next opinion may be a little controversial. I don't know how people feel about this doll specifically, Miss Kaylee Hopkins, but I personally feel like Kaylee Hopkins ran so that Joss and McKenna could run, and I stand by that statement. This doll combination was fairly new at the time. The brown eyes, the blonde with the thick, chunky highlights, I just think is so Y2K, and her outfit is very, very cute. Now, I haven't read her book, but I know that she's into like marine life, and I feel like she is a OG version of what Joss is, and her design is a very good jumping off point for what McKenna ended up being with the no part hair kind of thing going on. So I definitely stand by this doll, and I think she's actually really cute. I love my Kaylee doll, and I actually prefer the orange version of her more than the new Mattel version of her. So I do have both, but I prefer my orange Kaylee because it looks like she's been out in the sun. But this is the doll that I look at and I'm like, okay, you are a slight slay, and I definitely have no qualms with putting you in that category. All right, moving on. Next, we have Girl of the Year 2005, Miss Marisol Luna. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this right here, right now, that this American Girl doll is one of the best things that American Girl has ever created, and I stand by that statement. Her meat outfit, top tier. Her collection, amazing, beautiful, spectacular, truly something that at this time period American Girl had not done, and they took a leap of faith by putting the first Latina in the Girl of the Year line, and guess what? She's the reason that the Girl of the Year line was saved, because she really popped off and the girlies had her. This is a Girl of the Year doll that a lot of people talk about because she really went out of her way to go so hard, and I truly cannot stop praising this American Girl doll. When I started to collect the Girl of the Year dolls, she is one of the first ones that I got. Every piece of her collection is amazing. Her accessories, down to her meat outfit. I mean, her meat outfit is so cute. I will not accept any slander about this American Girl doll. Her entire story of being this dancer, this jazz dancer, and her collection just being, it's chef's kiss to me. It's music to my ears. Marisol Luna, I will die on a hill and tell everyone I know that people need to buy you because you are perfection. You killed it and slayed the game, and everything about you is perfect. I have nothing to say. That's it. You go up in the you better work, slay the house boots down. I'm deceased because Marisol Luna, you are amazing. Okay, so now that I've calmed down, we have Jess McConnell from 2006. I love the diversity that American Girl was willing to tap into between 2005 and 2006 with Marisol and then Jess, and creating the Jess mold and starting a beautiful representation of people of Asian descent. And the Jess mold I truly love with all my heart, even if American Girl right now currently is making it more Eurocentric. But I love the Jess mold, and I love the introduction to the Jess mold with this doll specifically. However, I'm not really a big fan of her meat outfit, nor am I really out here clamoring for anything in her collection. I think her PJs are cute. I think that her pre-big ticket item of the hammock is cute, her kayak, her Vespa, but for the most part, she's not really someone that I look at and I'm like, wow, like you really went all in for this doll. I think the doll herself is pretty, but the outfit and the rest of her collection kind of make it a little weary for me to put her at a higher place than a slight slay, because she does slay. She does. I will admit to that. However, her collection to me kind of just falls a little flat, but I love Jess. I love her face mold. I love the way she looks. I love my Jess doll. So a slight slay. I have no problem with putting her there. Now, before we get on to Nikki Fleming, Girl of the Year 2007, I do want to say that I do have her in my collection. However, the way I feel about my personal Nikki is not the way I feel about the doll or her collection in general. So let me just start off by saying that. Now analyzing all of the Girl of the Years, I find Nikki's collection to be very bland, very hoedown, and I just personally am not really a fan of it as much as I remember liking it as a child, but now as an adult collector, I find Nikki's characteristics to be very bare minimum. I love her with all my heart, but I am gonna have to put her at a lower scale because her collection isn't giving much thought. It's kind of just like, here's a girl from the West. I will say though that I love her book. Her book really brought me to tears. Her being someone that trains dogs to be service animals, I think is amazing. It gets repeated with Corinne. I do feel like she is the OG to everything in Corinne's story. So I definitely like her for that. And so I'm not placing her any lower, but at this point in time and space, she is like an whatever kind of doll to me. I don't really highly recommend her that much, and I don't really see her selling for a lot on eBay and Mercari. So I feel like a lot of people would agree with me that she's kind of just she's just there, and I think she's pretty, but nothing that really stands out that makes me think, oh, you have to buy her today. Mia Sinclair, Girl of the Year 2008. Now, I will admit that this year was quite the year because American Girl was starting to become on my radar. My friend brought in the American Girl catalog that had Mia plastered on the front cover, and I remember looking at Mia and being like, wow, she is stunning. As someone that owns the Mia doll, I have to say that this doll is very high on my list because her hair, if anyone owns Mia, you know what I'm talking about. Her hair is the thickest thing known to man. I don't know what American Girl did with her wig, but my Mia doll has one of the thickest wigs ever. Her hair is so fun to play with. Her braid is so cute and adorable, and I just feel like her collection was so well thought out. I cannot stop praising this doll. I feel like there are a few things in her collection that kind of make me not put her at a higher ranking than where I'm placing her, but I definitely would say that she is a very well thought out doll, and I cannot even lie to you guys and tell you guys that I haven't recommended her to people because I have nonstop. She's very cute. If you're looking for a redhead with the green eyes and freckles, I definitely recommend her. I feel like she looks like Lindsay Lohan, and I am obsessed with her. She's so cute. Love her meat outfit. Her little Converse blue sneakers I was dying for back in the day, and I just, again, they really took a leap of faith with the seasonal Girl of the Year, and I think that they really killed it with Miss Mia. So love her collection, love her bed, sorry, but yeah. Mia, I'm placing her at okay, you better work, Miss Girl, because trust me, she is a doll that I still would recommend to people, and definitely if you are looking for her, have her on your radar, I would recommend getting her. Krista Maxwell, Girl of the Year 2009. Now, I feel like a lot of people aren't going to necessarily like where I place Krista, but something about her gets saved by her story, which is about bullying back in 2009. Krista, the actual physical doll, is giving nothing. It is the blandest American Girl doll I have really ever seen, and it's really easy for me to put her where I placed her in the whatever, because to be honest, if I didn't need to get her to have all the Girl of the Years, I probably would not have gotten her. She is just bland Joe Schmo, and I feel as though her meat outfit is kind of giving nothing, so I'm placing her at whatever. And I am gonna rank the other two girlies with this year. So Miss Gwen Thompson is up next. Her story also saves her. I feel like the doll herself is very bland. It is a retired Truly Me at that point, the retired number 2 or whatever number that has the brown eyes and blonde hair that people always confuse for Gwen. But her meat outfit is cute. Her storyline saves her and gives her an acknowledgement, because this was very brave of American Girl to do by making her a homeless American Girl doll. So I definitely will give them credit there. But I don't see them anywhere else other than whatever, because whenever I think about them, I'm like, whatever. So it's fitting. Sonali Matthews. I think everyone already knows how I feel about this doll. This doll is just absolutely stunning through and through. I remember back in 2009, Stevens What a Dancer, aka Sarah, posted an All My Dolls video, and her Sonali was dressed in the Sweet Melody outfit. And ever since I saw that video, I have had this doll on my wish list. And once I got her, I realized why the hype was so real around her and why she is undeniably one of the best American Girl dolls that American Girl has ever created, and why why she is constantly being used now with her face mold, because the face mold is a fan favorite and she is the standard. She's the OG. Also, her storyline of being a mean girl turned friend is so amazing and truly something that you can learn from, because it is just such a relatable story, and I love that. Her meat outfit is cute. It goes for $100 plus on eBay, even just for the shoes. Like, it's ridiculous, but it is a very cute outfit, and anyone that has the Sonali doll should be grateful that they have her, because she really is worth it. Anyone that has this doll in their possession knows she is 110% worth the money. So Sonali, you better work, slay the house boots down. I'm deceased, because you literally kill me. Every time I look at you, you're stunning, you're gorgeous, you're everything. I love you. Sonali Matthews. Get her if you can. Moving on to Girl of the Year 2010, Miss Laney Holland. You guys, she was originally my second American Girl doll, and I truly think American Girl popped off with this American Girl doll. I wouldn't consider her necessarily the top tier for me. I would consider her underneath. She is a little basic, and there isn't really much about the doll specifically that I think sets her apart from the other Girl of the Years that American Girl has released up until now. So I definitely recommend her, but I wouldn't go out of my way to say, hey, spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on her, because honestly, get her when you can. But that truly is my only recommendation. So I'm gonna put her in the okay, you better work Miss Girl category, because she is giving. She was definitely well thought out, but she is not someone that I would drop hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for. I say this with my whole chest. Kanani Akina, Girl of the Year 2011, is one of the best American Girl dolls out there. I would drop another $100, $200 to have another one of her, and I think her collection is top tier, and I will accept no slander on her, and I think that she is not overhyped, because she is worth it. Is literally the blueprint, and I truly wish American Girl would be more diverse, because then we have legendary, iconic Girl of the Years like Miss Kanani Akina. Her meat outfit, the little flower in her hair, her collection, I mean her shaved ice stand, like everything about her is absolutely spectacular, and I cannot stress this enough. If you do not have a Kanani in your collection, you need one. You need one, you need one, you need one. I would try my absolute hardest to get a brand new in-box one from 2011, because as you guys know, with the Jess mold right now, they are very wonky, and now Kanani's come back very orange toned, and I cannot stand it. So I'm very grateful that I have my original Kanani with the original wig that she came with back in 2011, and it's not that weird new squiggly wig that American Girl gives with the dolls that go to the doll hospital that are Kanani's. So get her, spend the pretty penny on her, because an original Kanani is worth the price. So Miss Kanani, you better work, slay the house boots down. I'm deceased, because you are everything. Next after Kanani was McKenna Brooks from 2012. I like her story. I do like the whole gymnast thing. However, when I look at her collection, I just don't really enjoy it that much compared to the other Girl of the Years. And to be honest, the doll is very bland, this blue-eyed, caramel-haired doll. And this is around the time that American Girl was in what I like to call their flop era with the Girl of the Years. She is the first doll that I really looked at and said, what are you actually doing? And I just don't find her to be memorable in the slightest. She is cute, but to be honest, I don't know her, and that's where I'm placing her, because I just truly, when I look at her, I say, I don't know you, because you don't really stick out to me. Now, if you watched my video talking about the American Girl movies, you know that I have a deep hatred for the next two American Girl dolls. Sage Copeland, I don't know you. I'm not even going to talk about your collection, because you are just Nikki 2.0, and I cannot stand anything about your collection. There is not a single piece that I like in your collection other than your celebration dress, and that is it. Don't even know how to explain it, but this doll is literally a 40-year-old woman. I think the doll is beautiful, but like her story and everything just makes her seem very old, and I just like her sweater outfit literally looks like she just came out of like a Martha Stewart living catalog in the West. Like, I just cannot stand her collection whatsoever, and I look at it and I'm just like, oh my god, the tribal print and all of this other stuff is just so dated, and I cannot stand you. Moral of story, I don't know you, and I truly only have you because you are part of the Girl of the Year line. So sorry to all the Sage fans out there. After Sage comes Girl of the Year 2014 Isabelle Palmer, who, just like Sage, I don't know her. Isabelle is glorified Wonder Bread to me. I don't even know how to explain it, but she is just so bland. I think that they could have done so much with this doll. She could have easily just been a fashion designer, and I think I would have enjoyed that so much more than her being a dancer. Like, imagine like a fashion designer Girl of the Year who is entering a design contest, and then Isabelle's entire sewing studio stuff would have still worked and her collection would have been such fashion pieces. I think that would have been so cute, and I don't know why they haven't done a fashion designer American Girl doll yet. I don't know why that takes a backseat when it could easily be a Girl of the Year's entire personality, backstory, all of that. She is another blonde doll. She basically looks like Laney without the curly hair. And then on top of that, her highlights are also annoying to put in. The pink in her hair is annoying. It's like the bra strap stuff. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, those clip-in things are just annoying beyond belief. And the doll, very pretty, very thick wig, but also her deep side part gets annoying because it's always falling in her face if you just let her hair down. And I just, again, I don't know her. That's it. Her collection, it's pretty, it's girly, but no, absolutely not. I truly do not stand behind this doll whatsoever. You know what? This may surprise you, but I actually thoroughly enjoy Grace Thomas. I think that her collection was so thought out, and I think that I have nothing against her collection whatsoever. I do find it corny a little bit, which is why I don't think I placed her up a little bit higher, but I definitely will say that American Girl did pop off with her bakery. I have no qualms with putting her at the okay, you better work, Miss Girl, because she did kill it. And I will say this, I love her collection. Now, 2016 introduced one of my favorite Girl of the Years, which is Leah Clark, Girl of the Year 2016. Everything about her collection is perfection, would not change a thing. I think that she is absolutely stunning. This doll, if you do not have her in your collection, you need to go out and purchase her immediately. Her wig is one of the funnest wigs to play with. It is stunning. It is caramel with highlights in it. Like, American Girl really thought out her design. I do like her meat outfit. I don't find it to be too bright, and I love her entire collection. Her beach house is so fun, and I would have killed to have had a beach house when I was younger for my Leah doll to play with. She is truly just stunning. Like, seeing her eyebrow shape on a Josefina mold is just a chef's kiss. I cannot even begin to thank American Girl for creating this doll, because she truly, when I saw her for the first time, I was like, there's no way she is that stunning. And trust me, you guys, she is stunning. If you get the chance to purchase a Leah doll, get one, because she is one of my favorite American Girl dolls. Without even batting an eyelash, I would easily put her in the you better slay the house boots down I'm deceased category, because she really did annihilate me when she first released. I will say this until the day that I die, but Gabriella McBride deserved so much more than she was given. The fact that Tenney Grant was supposed to be the Girl of the Year and American Girl just threw together old Girl of the Year recycled ideas and put together their first African American Girl doll, it just reads very problematic to me, and I have to put her in the whatever category, because I am praying and hoping that American Girl redeems themselves and they actually create a Girl of the Year that is African American, that is just so well thought out, because this doll is whatever to me, because she deserved to be so much more than she was, and she wasn't even given a spotlight for herself. So her year, her collection, and everything is just whatever to me, because she was not thought out on American Girl's part. And so me as a collector, I don't really think about her, because I am hoping and praying a better version of her comes out. I already have a personal vendetta against dolls with short hair, but Luciana Vega is one of those dolls that I love to hate, because I love her idea. I love everything about what she stands for, and this idea of girls liking STEM and space and all of that. However, it's just so hard to take this doll seriously when her meat outfit looks the way that it does. I also just am not a fan of her design. Put the Josefina mold to rest at this point. Stop giving it to us. I do not want it. And I feel like they really should have came up with a new face mold for her or done some other combination for her. I don't like the purple streak in her hair, and then her bangs are so thick and wispy that it literally looks like she has a broom on the side of her face. I don't even know how to explain it, but she has the most weird long bang, and it just looks like it needs to be trimmed. And Luciana, I wanted so much more for you. You needed a different design, a curly wig, something to have really made you stand out, and you did not get that. So I will be putting you in the whatever category because that's where I see fit. 2019 introduced Blair Wilson, and I will say that I thoroughly enjoy Blair's collection, her farmhouse, all of the stuff that she came with, her outfits. I find them very cute, and I do think that this is a really good year for American Girl. I wouldn't go out of my way to run and tell you to buy her immediately, but I definitely can appreciate that her collection was so well thought out. However, she is still basic in my eyes. This is again where you can see that they're using the Josefina mold again, and 2 years back to back. I mean, come on, give us something else. So for me, this year, great collection, really thought out. However, her design is just basic, so she is a slight to me. So Joss Kendrick was Girl of the Year 2020, and honestly, I did not like the stall when she first released. However, after purchasing her and having her, she really does deserve the hype that people give her. I will say I wish that the Joss mold looked more like the prototype as opposed to a very modified version of the classic mold, but there is a difference, and I don't really know how to explain it. I feel like Maritza, her face is more like what the Joss mold is supposed to be, if that makes sense. I don't know. Joss's face to me, I think, is really cute, very round, very wide-eyed and doe-like, and I just personally like that. She also has one of the best American Girl wigs. I can leave her hair down and I'll know she looks great. It looks like she just got a blowout. Her collection, I will say, is very nice, and I think that American Girl really went in on her collection and said, let's create a beach doll that has a really cute collection but also has the cheerleader aspect of it. It's American Girl's first Girl of the Year who wants to be a cheerleader, from my understanding, and I personally do like the whole cheerleading aspect, and I do like all of the elements of her collection. This duality for her, I don't mind, and I actually do really thoroughly enjoy this doll. So for me, you better work, Miss Girl. Now for Girl of the Year 2021, Kira Bailey, I have an entire video called The Problem with Kira Bailey, so I'm not even going to really get into it as to why I do not like this doll. I'm just going to put her in the I don't know her category, because truly I don't know her, and I don't even acknowledge her existence anymore because she irks my soul to this day seeing her in the American Girl store. So if you want to know my true in-depth opinion on Kira Bailey, by all means go check out that video. It's on my YouTube. But yeah, Kira, I cannot stand you. Goodbye. And last but not least, we have Corinne Tan, the current Girl of the Year. You guys, if you remember back in the day when her leaks came out, I was so excited about this American Girl doll. I think that everything about her and her collection is stunning, spectacular. I cannot stop recommending her. Her face mold is so adorable, and her hair is so thick. If you have the doll, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She is so photogenic, and she is so stunning. I cannot even fathom how beautiful she is. If you are a collector, you need to go out right now to American Girl and get her. Her story, I did start reading it and I am enjoying it. I do think that the discussion of racism is so important, and I cannot wait for her movie at the end of this year. It's going to be amazing. HBO is going to do an amazing job on this. I already know, and I cannot stress that enough. I love this doll with all of my heart, and so I know she's very popular. I hope that everyone keeps buying her because she really does deserve the hype, and she deserves to be at the top because she truly is a great American Girl doll, and I cannot stress that enough. Go get her, go get her, go get her, because Corinne, you better work, slay the house boots down. I'm deceased, you killed me, and I am so happy that you are here. All right, you guys, that is my tier ranking for the Girl of the Years. What do we think? I'm looking at this right now, and I feel like it's a pretty fair opinion on all of these Girl of the Year dolls. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about some of the Girl of the Years. Do you think I ranked some girls low, too high? Let me know. Let me know if you agree, disagree. By all means, of course, keep it respectful. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this video. I hope to do one in the future. If this one, you guys seem to enjoy this video, then I may do one for the historical girls, the Truly Me dolls, all of that stuff. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed doing it, so I wouldn't mind doing it again. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Chris. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, which is at the Doll Studio by Chris. Make sure you guys follow my behind the scenes account, which is called Behind the Studios by Chris. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.